Hey guys, it's Aaron. Thanks for coming back. Round number 3. So, a couple of little things. I often make reference to straps or blocks or whatever it is that you kind of need in order to help support your practice, like props. If you don't have straps available, obviously using a towel is handy. Bands are super convenient. Most of us have them. I think maybe even the pink thing. I don't have one myself, but I know that there's like a million of them floating around in the world. Use what you got. Okay, that's kind of the big takeaway here. Honestly, even if you don't have a mat, okay, lots and lots of opportunities doing this just in any space that you've got, using whatever is available, old textbooks, pillows from the couch, whatever. Okay, so anyways, number 3, today I'm going to focus a little bit more on maybe some upper back, some shoulders, okay, as well as hopefully get, once again, kind of in towards some IT band, maybe some glute stuff. Really kind of depends, okay? Customize, add on as you know, at this point, you've already been following me a couple rounds here, so anytime you got your lunges, well, hit them, okay? Make them big, make them small, make them supported, make them yours, because, well, yours are different than mine, okay? Might be different than yesterday, might be different than the day before. Take it as it goes, and we'll just kind of see where the practice leads us. All right, when you're ready, let's join on the mat. Once again, finding that comfortable position, maybe on your back, maybe just seated. Take some time, let's close our eyes and just hang out for the next hour or so. So as you kind of get yourself settled, similar kind of process as what we've already seen, okay? Finding that rhythm. There's no rush. Okay? Sometimes I talk fast, and I'm aware of that. My cues aren't where you need to be at that exact moment. Okay? They are there to maybe guide you towards the next step. And so take as long as you need to get comfortable, seated, lying down, closing our eyes, and just breathing. Taking those few moments to slow down, maybe at the end of our workout. Maybe we got outside, finally. Maybe we are just trying to take a little bit of time for ourselves because we're, stuck inside. But the next hour is yours to do what you need to do. So as we breathe and once again just start coming into our natural rhythm, perhaps we're sending our thoughts, our focus, our breath into those areas of our body that we need to take care of, perhaps. Perhaps we're just enjoying a little quiet. And how are you feeling today? How are your shoulders? How's the low back? Can we notice any differences side to side, top to bottom? when it makes sense, start to deepen your breathing. Bring a little bit more air, life, energy to the body. Let it bring some movements. Starting small, maybe getting bigger. Explore the space inside. And as we continue to breathe, maybe start to explore the space around us. Just taking a few more breaths. At this point, you probably know where I'm going. But when it makes sense, just find that little ball on your back, knees drawn in. Give yourself a great big squeeze. After a few breaths of settling here, let's allow the right foot to come down to the mat, and we're sending our left leg up. Okay, just a few breaths, kind of once again just checking in, pointing, flexing. Just take a moment. How's everything doing on this side? Okay, let's bend our knee, cross the ankle over the thigh, find that figure 4 shape. Okay, so flexed foot, that knee being encouraged forward, a little activation through the front of our left hip. Both hips though connected with the mat, both shoulders, back of our head. Maybe just relax the arms open. Now I'd like to stay kind of in this shape for a few breaths. We're going to keep that right foot planted. Breathing, bracing through our core, ensuring that our belly is active to keep that low back strong and supported. From this figure 4 shape, let's just rock our legs a little bit side to side. They're very similar kind of to what we were doing in number 2. But this is a little bit, hopefully, more relaxed, also giving us a chance to explore the hips. And so if you want, follow the breath. Using the exhales, perhaps find the way towards the edges, and then inhale, finding the top. Now we are going to be taking this into a twist, but let's see if we can maintain that figure 4 shape. So maybe one more time each side. And then the next time that you fall to the right, we're going to allow the outside of that right leg to come all the way down. Left foot might not be in contact with the mat. Kind of depends on your mobility. But we're still in that figure 4. So flex foot, left leg being encouraged. Or towards the front edge of the mat, on the room, whatever you've got. Breathing now up the spine. Breathing to the crown of the head. Head may turn away, eyes maybe we're even closed here. Just enjoying a few little moments. When you're ready to come back, well, make your way back to center. We can uncross, maybe give both of our legs a little squeeze here, rocking up and down. Or some circles. Then we're changing sides. So, left foot comes down, right leg goes up. Point, flex, explore. And how much of your body can you keep on the mat. When it makes sense, well, bend the knee, give it a little squeeze before crossing it over the left thigh. Same thing, ensuring that that foot is flexed. Let's get our knee traveling forward. Hopefully feeling a little bit of activation through the front of our right hip. Hang out here for a few extra breaths if this just feels good. If you want to start that gentle little rock, well, no surprises. Just take the body where it needs to go. How about one more, each side. And the next time that you fall to the left, we're going to stay there. Right leg still being encouraged forward. Shoulders, collar still trying to open and relax downwards. Eyes, head, hang out, turn away. Again, the first few moments here, just still enjoying a little bit of slow movement, mindfulness, to give us an appreciation for how it is that we're doing today. Is there anything you can let go of here that's not needed? Let's come back. No rush. Grab those knees. A little bit of a squeeze here, relax. Finding that tabletop shape, coming up to all fours. Move there, however you need. A few rounds, cow cat. And dropping the belly, rounding the spine. I'd like to change this a little bit. So find that neutral position. Crown of our head goes forward, tailbone, encouraging it back. And pressing through our palms, shifting your hips a little bit to the left. Let's have a look over our right shoulder. And so we're going to add a little C shape in the spine, just checking in, looking behind you. And you don't have to go very far. It's just a little changing of direction. Okay? Bring yourself back through to center, and then the hips are going to shift off to the right and have a look over the left shoulder. Let's come back to center, maybe a quick round of cow-cat, just resetting. Same movement we just did, a little bit quicker. So shift left, look right. Bring yourself to center, shift right, look left. Maybe inhale through the middle and exhale off to the side. And the next time you come back to the middle, just hang out, realign, reset. Okay, so going back to our first one there, let's think of, first video, I suppose. Let's think of rotating around our shoulders. And so the left arm is going to plant, okay? That arm is going to stay straight, right arm out, we bend at the elbow. Taking ourselves open to the right side, elbow reaches up, rotating around the left shoulder, bringing the elbow down. Inhale, rise, reach, and exhale. Let's do one more, just like that. And then bring yourself back to the middle. A few rounds, cow cat, just resetting. And then neutral, send that left arm out, hand plants. You know the move at this point, just take the body. And so we're playing with different shapes of our spine here. Twisting, side bends, flexion, extension. Maybe one more. Bring ourselves through to neutral here. Let's step back to a plank. Okay. So, top of a press up. Finding the space in between the heels and the crown of the head. Now, always optional. We know it. We love it. Take those knees down. Okay? But find the strength through the body. Lowering halfway down, controlling our descent. Everything finds the mat. Little baby cobra here. Inhale, we're going to pull our heart forward, relaxing our shoulders, and then just melt back there. Let's do it. Go for 3 here. So inhale, little lift. And exhale, melt. One more. Use the hands, take yourself to child's pose, pressing back. Fold over those thighs. Just hang out. Okay, reminder, child's pose, always there, always. Even if I don't give it as an option, it's your friend. Come on up, find your way back to all fours. Come to the top edge of the mat if you've drifted. Reset, realign. Back to our plank. Knees, toes, your choice. Big breath, lowering halfway. Everything finds the mat. One breath here, baby cobra. Take yourself to child's pose, exhale. Inhale, up to all fours. Find that plank again. And now, you've got low options. You know where the high options are if you've been following along with my classes so far. When you're ready, we lower halfway. Strong line, okay? Toes point back, keeping our legs off the mat. Big breath here, lifting heart, okay? Thighs still float. Hips go high, toes tuck under, downward facing dog. Give yourself a little walk, shimmy, shake, roll those shoulders, sway the hips. Get situated, get comfortable. Inhale forward to your plank. Knees, toes. Exhale, lower. Chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Baby cobra, up dog, or find your own way back to downward facing dog. Walk, shimmy, shake. Now we've already got this longer stance. Let's find that wide lunge. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, forward. Land the foot. And you remember, knee comes to tricep first. So we've got lots of space. Let's drop our left leg, untuck our left toes, both of our hands inside that leg, knee squeezing to tricep. Just a little twist here. So right hand finds its way up onto the thigh, maybe, arm goes up, hip, behind, whatever you want. We've got lots of space, so let's lift if you want to lift, maybe bringing left wrist across. as well. Okay, but with that wide stance, we're giving our hips a little bit of room to play, so you can always negotiate. Okay, remember, or reminding ourselves of actively drawing the front hip back and encouraging the rear hip towards the front edge of the mat. Lots of little directions, I know, but the more you hear it, the less you have to think about it. Let's come back to the center. We're going to move to downward facing dog, tucking that toe, stepping back. Little walk, shimmy, shake, and then send the left leg up, inhale. Coming forward, coming wide. Landing softly before dropping the knee, untucking the back toes, and add your little twist. And so again, great time to use that hook, that block, your little mini equalizer bars if you've got those, whatever. Maybe coming upright, wrist. Let's return. Finding our way to down dog, and we're going to add a little flow. So you can choose today, okay? Step to down dog and then move forward, or perhaps from our lunge, we just step to the top of a plank, depending on how you're feeling. Lower, find your own way back to downward facing dog, following the path, the process that works for you. It also includes skipping it all and just meeting me right here if you need. Okay, right leg, let's send it up, inhale. Going wide again. Drop, left knee, left toes. So, still low, okay, low power, I guess as it were. We want to think of that nice tall spine. Now a little change this time. Last time we did a closed twist, so we're turning towards our leg. This time we're going to do an open twist. So our right hand stays down, left hand lifts up, reaches back, wraps behind, okay? Nice little supported option coming upright if you wish, or staying down. Choose what makes sense. Let's go 3 or so more breaths here. Move to down dog and set up the other side. Left hand stays. We turn away from the leg. Big open heart, as open as we can get it. Might be up, might be back, might be wrapped. And even if we're a little more upright, using our props to support us. Depending on how we're feeling. Hips might be a little tight. Let's bring it back. Now this time we'll add our flow, so you can choose, okay, maybe just stepping back, lower, inhale, down dog, walk, shimmy, shake. All right, so changing it up, stepping inside, coming into a standing lunge here, right leg starts us. Breath up, breath forward. Help it out. Get that nice stance that we've been working on already. Then sink low into our legs. Pelvic tilt, lifted heart, relaxing those shoulders. Okay. Choose where you want to play with those arms. Get the shoulders away from the ears. Give yourself space to breathe. Now, maybe you remember the fun little up and down that we did I think that was number 1. We're gonna try that again. Little adjustment, okay, a little bit. If you just like hanging out in your lunge because this is one of your favorite places, like it's mine, feel free, just stay right here, okay? Make sure that we're getting nice and low, okay? Get that tailbone under. Relaxing your shoulders, telling your face you're having a good time because we're doing yoga. Now, if you would like that little lift, the exhale lowers, the little lift, stay. Left leg is going to propel itself forward and up, coming to hip height. So we're moving into a balance where we're balancing on our right leg. Okay, so big breath. Let's send our left leg forward and up. Exhale, we stand and rise. Can we level everything off? Still facing the front of the room. Nice tall spine, soft shoulders, okay? So the exact same option, of course, wherever our hands were, step back to that lunge. Inhale and exhale, step yourself back. Did you find the length? Can you get into the depth? Okay? That movement, 3 times with breath. Inhale, we go up. Exhale, we go down. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, we go forward. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we step back. Inhale. Let's bring the hands down. Find the down dog. Walk, shimmy, shake. And get that left leg in the air. Landing forward. Stepping strongly, but landing softly. Rise. And negotiate your lunge. High on the ball of our back foot. Okay, so we're avoiding kind of rolling around those ankles. Especially when we're stepping. Just think of tracks running down your mat. On the same track, whether you're at the front or the back. Okay, little lift, little lower, little lift, stay. Never want to cheat ourselves out of a good time, side to side. That right leg is going to be brought forward and up. When you're ready, let's try it out. Use the exhales and propel yourself, lifting the right knee. Ooh. As I stumble around here, finding that tilted tail, that lifted heart, the relaxed shoulders. Think mountain pose, okay, at the top of our mat here, even though we're on one leg. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we step back. Big step, land the length, get into the depth. 3 times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hands down. Down dog. Add your flow. So, okay, great time to grab a quick child's pose if you want it. Even better time to come forward into a plank. Let's lower onto our elbows. Just having a nice relaxed time in our forearm plank. But do you know what's even more fun? Turning into a side plank. Okay, if you've got your water, this is where I like drinking water. Mine's over on my shelves over there, so I'm missing it right now. But let's breathe. Think of getting hips high, up off the mat. You need a little less. Take that knee down, but still keep the hips lifted. 3 relaxed breaths here. and then come on back. Now that we're feeling completely refreshed, let's lift our right leg. Land it forward. Inhale, exhale. Stand. Big breath. Okay, settle into your lunge. Okay, so we've got whatever lunge works for us. Now this one might make sense to hang out a little bit lower, either hands to heart or hips. Your choice though. Because what we get to do, so I'm just going to step a little bit back on my mat so you can see me, is propel ourselves into a different balance. Okay? This is going to be our airplane warrior 3 toppling tree pose. Heart is going to reach forward, crown of the head is going to reach forward. So when you're ready, little lift, little lower, little lift. Start the lean and get the left leg off the mat, pushing forward, lifting the left heel up to hip height. Can we level our hips off so that they still face the mat, kind of avoiding opening and turning our hips? Okay, glutes, strong, engaged. Spine, still tall, keeping our core switched on. Hands wherever you want them, but of course I'm going to flow with this, so maybe just hands at heart center or hips. Let's step back into our lunge. So, land the left leg back, length, depth. 3 rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to the mat, to down dog. Shake out that leg and get the left leg moving. Okay, no surprises. Same lunge, we've been here. Feels like a million hours already. Little lift. Big lower, little lift. First round, slow, explore. So lean, and then take the leg up. Okay, so maybe we're using our props to help us balance a little bit. Maybe we're just working on getting that leg up to find length through the back of our left, exploring those glutes. Inhale and exhale, step back into your nice, strong, determined lunge. Inhale, lower, forward, back, add your flow. Walk it out. Once again, great opportunity for a child's pose or a nice little forearm plank when you're ready. Maybe side plank. Keeping in mind, of course, this is the rest. And let's move back to our down dog. Feeling completely refreshed. Come on down. All fours, a few rounds, cow, cat. Now what I'd like to do is move a little bit back if you're on a mat, so a little closer to the back edge of the mat here. Then step the hands forward. So let's keep our hips over top of our knees, but bring our hands closer to the front edge of the mat. From here, rotate the hands inwards. Okay? So we're effectively kind of creating a diamond shape in between our index fingers and thumbs, giving our elbows room to move outwards. Staying low with the chest, high with the hips. Bend the elbows and slide the head forward. Now maybe we can tap our forehead into the space between the thumbs and then press back. Inhale forward, exhale, press back. Let's go one more. Bring yourself back up to all fours. Quick little cow and cat. Now, listen to your body here. Okay? If shoulders are something that we really need to just take care of today, maybe staying with that level and really working on keeping the low but strong line as you slide forward. Awesome. If you would like, we're going to try the exact same movement from downward facing dog. Okay, so hands go forward, hips lift high. Rotating the hands inwards, lower high options, you've got them. Keeping our hips as high as we possibly can. Bend the elbows, drop the head, and then press. Let's do two more. Bring yourself back down to all fours. A few rounds, cow and cat. Okay. From here, let's come all the way down onto our stomachs. Everything finds the mat. Now bring your feet out to kind of the back corner, so we want them a little bit wider, pointing our toes towards the back of the room. Press the feet down. Now think of that baby cobra. Okay, so we're going to fire up the glutes, try to lift the kneecaps. Pulling our heart forward, bring your elbows kind of underneath the shoulders, maybe a little bit wider, setting up for what we like to call Sphinx. Okay? Now you can relax kind of in this position and just take note of anything going on, perhaps in the low back. We are traveling in towards a little bit more of, I don't want to say aggressive, but a little bit more of an advanced kind of back bend. Now, at any point, if you feel pain, if you feel a pinch, come all the way out of it, maybe give yourself a few windshield wipers and just reset. But anytime we're moving, let's think of activating that posterior chain. So, feet press, glutes squeeze, fire up, lift through the heart. Okay, the journey is the heart lifting forward and up. Maybe we start taking the hands a little wider, but lifting the elbows off the mat. Maybe. And if we are happy right here, maybe try to relax. Okay, just enjoy the back bend. Maybe. After a few breaths, if we would like, fire back up, pull the heart, maybe the hands come in a little bit closer. Then we can relax. Okay? Trying to soften as much of our body to just enjoy the shape that we're in. Okay? Again, if we feel pain or a pinch, take it out and just work in the space that you are content to work. When you're ready, fire it up. Perhaps the hands come all the way underneath the shoulders and we're lifting. And then relaxing through the glutes, the low back, the legs, the jaw. When you're ready to come out of this, fire everything back up, stay strong and protected, carefully start reversing the movements. So we're going to come out all the way down. Let's bend our knees, give ourselves a few little windshield wiper type movements here. Loosen up, relax the low back. Now our counter pose, child's pose. When you're ready, you can take yourself there. Feel free to flow if you'd like, or just navigate. We're going to hang out in child's pose for a few breaths. Okay. What I would like us to set up is a little bit of a wider leg child's pose. So we're going to take our knees probably off the sides of the mat, okay, but just be mindful if you're on hard floors, practice in a space that you're comfortable doing so. Big toes are together, and we're going to find a whole lot of length here. Okay. So let's add some traction. Reach the hands, plant them down. Imagine you're able to stick the pads of each finger into the mat. Grab it. And then with this grip, pull the shoulders slightly towards the thumbs, but at the same time, can you also press the hips a little bit closer to the heels? So we're looking to use some strength to find traction in our back. Let's just relax a little bit. So you don't have to come all the way up like me, just soften the traction. So we're going to add a side bend. Okay, so remember all the way back to the beginning where we were doing those little side bend movements from all fours? Okay, same kind of concept, a little slower. So let's just walk ourselves off of the left side of our mat. So we're creating this C shape in our spine, staying low, staying long, and then folding down in this direction. Now as we breathe, let's allow our breath to explore the right side of our body. Can we create that grip again? Pull the shoulder towards the thumb, slide the hip towards the heel. We'll return through center and try the other side. So walking off to the front right, we fold down and send the breath along the left side body here. Carefully, returning to center. We can rise back up, coming maybe all fours, a few rounds of cow and cat here, just reset the body. Okay, so hips. And we've done figure four. I think last time we did that 90-90. Okay, if either of those are just a great place for you to stay with your hips today, I want you to do so. Okay, hang on. If you are comfortable and confident with a pigeon, feel free to follow along. Otherwise, take the adjustments that work. Pigeon's a little bit easier to get into from down dog, and so if you'd like, find your way back up there, but always optional to get into it from all fours. So, right leg starts us. Inhale, we go up. And exhale, knee comes forward. So same tap. Knee lands next to our thumb. Heel this time comes directly in front of our left hip, and then we walk our left toes back as far as we can get them. What we are looking to do is find kind of level hips, okay? We're avoiding dropping that hip down unless you're going to your 90-90, and just enjoying the length, okay? The depth will come. Inhale, we come up to the heart. Perhaps we start walking forward, extending out, but a great time to make use of any props that you've got. Books, bottles, blocks, fists, pillows, whatever. Okay. pigeon is one of these amazing places that we can just stay in. When we're here, let's create space in our body. Imagine I were to come over there. Take a hold of your left big toe, the back one. Give it a little tug. Is there any additional space that you can create between the toe and the hip? Okay. Or if I were to ask you to draw the crown of your head a little bit forward, is there any space that you could find up the spine between the hips, the heart, the crown of the head? And often when we're doing especially hip stuff, we tend to hold tension in our jaw. Are you clenching? Can you relax? Maybe this is just a great place to stay. Okay? Might be losing some sensation in that right leg. It's okay, I'll come back. If you've got a favorite expression, do it, take it. If you'd like, we're going to once again go for those little side bends. Okay, so maybe coming up just a little bit, walk your hands away from the right foot. We're coming over the thigh, and then perhaps we fold down in this direction, just like the child's pose. Okay? Breathing from left toes to our left fingers. Now, a fun little addition might involve a little falling. You can try adding a little twist, bringing your left elbow directly in front of that right knee. And now maybe we stack palms here, or fists, or that right arm might wrap behind. We just kind of use the left arm to think of lifting through the heart as we twist in our pigeon. Give yourself another 3 to 5 breaths wherever you've ended. When you're ready, carefully take yourself back to either all fours or down dog. And eventually, I would like us to find that downward facing dog. But give your right leg a chance to just kind of flush out, let some feeling, some sensation return to it. Now, thinking back to our last class with Warrior 1, that right foot, pivot it in, a little bit of an angle, plant the heel down. Okay, so we're once again trying to point our right toes towards the front right corner of the mat. Plant the leg and then float the left toes. Maybe they just hook, maybe they just stay floating. But use your upper body to press some weight towards the outside edge of your right foot. With any luck, feeling a nice little stretch to the calf, along the outside edge of the leg, along those fun spaces where our IT band runs through. When you're ready, kind of come back, sending our left leg, land the knee. And so, we've got length. That heel can be nice and close, but we've got the flexed foot, just like our figure 4. Left hip floating, heart lifting, and eventually melting into the shape that is your pigeon. It's yours. You know we're here for a while, so take time, adjust, support, breathe. You know, maybe you've got a favorite. You already know where you want to go with this. Move there. No rush. Just a few breaths yet. You want to add that little side bend. You can come up onto the hands, walk away from that left foot, add your twist, folding down. Or the right elbow might plant, left elbow might go to the sky as we turn. Let's take, again, 3 to 5 more breaths to really just own this moment right here, right now. Eventually, coming back to out of all fours, finding that down dog when you're ready. Left foot comes in, okay? Toes pointing towards the front corner there. Right leg can just float or hook. But we are pressing strongly down into that left leg and then using our arms, our upper body to encourage weight back. Start exploring the outside edge. When you're ready, release, relax. Let's come down to all fours, maybe a quick round of cow and cat, and you can just either sit back on your heels. Once again, some of us like that broken toe position, just tucking those toes under, getting stretch for the Achilles, feet, the calves. Now this time, I'm going to change it up, okay? Neck, shoulders. But what's going to happen, I'm just going to turn away from you here. Right arm is going to come behind us, okay? Left middle finger and thumb, take the wrist joint. Squeeze, and then pull your right hand further across. So this drops our right shoulder, and we're going to tilt our head over towards the left. Okay? Little wrist rolls might make sense. Okay, now they're under traction, or play with the position of the head, explore the neck and the shoulders. Little option, okay, to get deeper into the shoulders if you want, is trying to draw your elbows towards each other behind your back. Five breaths. Release, relax. We're going to change sides. And at any point, if the toes become too much, come off of them, no worries. And left hand comes behind us. Right middle finger and thumb take the wrist joint across. Head falls towards our right shoulder. Chin can go down, chin can go up. Wrist rolls if we're not already doing that, or the elbow squeeze. shrug roll. If you are still on your toes, come off of them slowly. Okay, let's bring legs around in front of us. A few little windshield wiper movements here. Draw your knees in. Let's come on down. And now if you want to grab a strap, just going to do a quick little exploration through those hamstrings again now that we're at the end. Allow left foot to find the mat, right leg sending it up. Okay, hands, strap, band, whatever you've got. Shoulders and head find the mat though. Feel free to explore or just keep the foot flexed, trying to find as much space along the back side of the leg as we can manage. We can draw the knee in. Let's send left leg forward if we haven't yet. Left hand's going to help us into a twist. So right arm can relax, maybe a little shift of those hips away so we can drop our right knee across the body. Now you're welcome to take two knees, any other adjustments or support. Just take a few breaths and unwind. And rain down, length of the spine, or maybe up to the crown of the head. Couple breaths, and then we're going to change sides. I like keeping the opposite leg bent to help maintain a little bit more of a neutral pelvis while we're exploring the back of the legs. Again, feel free, use whatever assistance you need here. When it makes sense for you, take yourself into that second twist. And right hand helps us across. Unwind. Stay as long as you need to stay. If you want to grab anything to get yourself more comfortable, you know where we're going at this point. Just find a place to relax. Now if you're on your back, maybe we Gonna slide our shoulders under a little, see if we can open through our collar. As I mentioned, I think at the first one, knees might come together, soften low back or hips. And honestly, my favorite, soles of the feet coming together, knees falling open here for a nice kind of supine butterfly, kind of hip stretch. Just find a place that you can relax and enjoy a few moments. Just appreciating what we've done. You and I went on, I don't know, a journey. Maybe we look for options like those power lunges. Maybe we enjoy the slow, quiet moments to reset. Or maybe we're just happy that we're able to do this. Everything that we've done over the past hour, every breath, every movement has brought you to that exact place right there. Because that is where your body has decided you needed to be. To release, to relax, to appreciate, to absorb, to connect. Or to just breathe, exist. And again, there's no rush. You take the time that you need to take. When it makes sense for you, breathe. Bring life, bring energy into the body. Bring movement. Fingers and toes again, or a shift of the weight, or a very well-deserved hug. You're welcome to join me in a seated position. You're welcome to just hang out on your back or on your side. But I would like to bring us back together with 3 breaths. Let's start with that inhale through our nose. Exhale out the mouth. Bigger. Biggest yet. Thanks for sharing your day. Hope you have a fantastic day wherever you're at. Namaste. So again, my name's Aaron. Always love thoughts, feedback if you got them. Don't forget to tag me, doing all the things and stuff. If you've got any special requests, reach out. I'll do what I can. Until next time.